One Justice Department nominee who are ready for a vote. We also have 6 U.S. Attorney nominees listed for the first time. I understand there's a request to hold over 3 of those attorney nominees. So we will hold over Claire Connors, U.S. Attorney for the District of Hawaii, Zachary Cunha, I hope I pronounced that correctly, is that right? Oh, I'm sorry, thank you. Zachary Cunha to be U.S. Attorney for the District of Rhode Island, and Nicholas Karrast, is that right, Pat?
Yes.
Nicholas Karrast to be U.S. Attorney for the District of Vermont. We also have one new bill on the agenda that will be held over, S-2342, the Ending Forced Arbitration of Sexual Assault. This bill was introduced by Senators Gillibrand and Graham, and I'm co-sponsor. We also have 2 other bills on the agenda that have previously been held over. S-2428, the False Claims Amendments Act of 2021, and S-998, the Driving for Opportunity Act of 2021 as well. I'll address those bills after the nominations. Let me go through the nominations as quickly as I can. First on today's agenda is Judge Lucy Koh for the Ninth Circuit. Familiar to many of us, President Obama nominated her to the Ninth Circuit back in 2016. She received bipartisan support with then Chairman Grassley and Senators Hatch, Graham, and Flake supporting her nomination. She was an outstanding nominee in 2016 and still is. Let me speak briefly. She has enormous judicial experience, 14 years on the bench, 3,250 written opinions, presided over 271 trials. She's really handled some of the toughest questions that come before the court. So it's no surprise she received a unanimous, well-qualified rating from the ABA. What's more, the Ninth Circuit will benefit from her thoughtful approach. Second, in her tenure on the Northern District of California, Judge Koh's done precisely what we expect of federal judges, applied the law in an even-handed, impartial way. She's made clear to the committee that she will apply all binding precedents, quote, faithfully, fully, and fairly. I want to briefly address the claims made by some that she is biased against people of faith. Please look at the record. The committee received letters of support from Judge Koh's parish priest and from the St. Thomas More Society of Santa Clara County, which wrote, and I quote, "We believe Judge Koh's faith will serve her well as an impartial appellate judge." Of greater importance is the fact that the opinion allegedly displaying hostility, Tandon versus Newsom, is in reality grounded in law and precedent, and was then the binding precedent in the Ninth Circuit. Judge Koh never targeted people of faith. She upheld content-neutral measures to protect all Californians. It's little surprise then that the Ninth Circuit affirmed the entirety of her opinion, and probably 2 judges who voted to affirm, notably, were Republican appointees. What's more, when it came before the Supreme Court, it was a 5-4 decision. The 4 Supreme Court justices which agreed with her opinion included Chief Justice Roberts. In short, claims of religious bias are not based on her life experience or her record. I will support her nomination and hope others will too. Jane Beckering, nominated to the U.S. District Court for the Western District of Michigan, experienced litigator, proven record of judicial independence, BA from University of Michigan, JD University of Wisconsin, law school, and 17 years as a litigator in private practice, experience in multi-state commercial litigation, plaintiffs' litigation, negligence, wrongful death, and product liability. Since her appointment to the Michigan Court of Appeals in 2007, she's shown that she understands the distinction between being a practitioner and a judge. She's presided over 4,070 cases, handled thousands of motions, experienced, independent-minded, unanimously well-qualified rating from the ABA. Shalina Kumar, nominated to the Eastern District of Michigan, currently judge of the 6th Judicial Circuit in Oakland County, where she's been a judge since 2007. During her 14 years on the 2nd largest trial court in Michigan, she presided over 10,000 cases, more than 99 jury or bench trials, everything from civil to criminal to juvenile matters, effectively managed the court's navigation of the COVID-19 pandemic. Before taking the bench, she was in practice as a litigator and tried cases, 10 of them, to verdict, judgment, and final decision. Also rated unanimously well qualified by the ABA. Armando Bonilla, who's been nominated to the U.S. Court of Federal Claims, well qualified, Served as Justice Department for 24 years, from 1994 to 2018, working under presidents of both parties. Trial attorney in the Justice Department Civil Division, litigated over 100 cases for the Court of Claims, handled over 50 appeals before the Federal Circuit. Numerous roles in the Justice Department, previously nominated to be a judge on the Court of the Federal Claims in 2014, and the committee advanced his nomination by voice vote on 2 separate occasions. He would bring diversity to the bench as the first ever Latino judge on the Court of Federal Claims. Carolyn Lerner, nominated to also serve on the Court of Federal Claims, has ample experience as a neutral adjudicator, chief mediator for the D.C. Circuit, where she mediates approximately 10 cases every year. Earlier in her career, she was appointed by a D.C. District Court judge to serve as special inspector in a matter involving the D.C. Department of Corrections. When Ms. Lerner was nominated to lead the Office of Special Counsel in 2011, she received unanimous bipartisan support of the Senate, including the ranking member. Ms. Lerner has skills and experience needed to serve with distinction. Finally, we'll be voting on Jonathan Cantor's nomination to serve as the Assistant Attorney General for the Justice Department's Antitrust Division. Distinguished, experienced antitrust lawyer. Mr. Cantor began his career as an attorney for the FTC Bureau of Competition, spent 20 years in private practice as an antitrust lawyer, currently a partner in the Cantor Law Group. Over his career, he's been a leading expert and advocate on antitrust laws, especially in the digital economy. He has support across the political spectrum. In a letter to the committee, 9 former heads of the Antitrust Division, representing every presidential administration going back to Gerald Ford, strongly supported his nomination. I could give you some quotes to back that up, but trust me, I don't think I need to. With that, I'm going to turn to Ranking Member Grassley.